Indiana Jones 5, just like so many things that come from Lucasfilm, has been in production hell for the last several years, but it is finally almost here. June 30th, the world gets to see Harrison Ford's last adventure as Indiana Jones. Of course, no George Lucas, no Steven Spielberg, and a Disney Lucasfilm production that no one asked for, but it is about to finally be here, and they're banking on this to be a big success. They need it to be a big success because this is one of the most expensive movies in history. The reported budget is somewhere around $300 million, and there are other reports out there that say reshoots could have blown that up to even higher. Either way, depending on what the marketing budget is for this movie, whenever that gets revealed, this is something that might have to hit somewhere between $800 million and $1 billion just to break even. And unfortunately for Disney, unfortunately for Lucasfilm, the first reactions are already starting to happen for this movie that just debuted at the Cannes Film Festival, and it's not very good. This is not what they expected to see when they flew everyone out to France, premiered it during the festival. Hollywood Handle, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny opens with a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, there is some good news. Since they posted this, there's been one more additional review, and it's up to a 50%. But unfortunately, as we said, we do have some reactions to this movie already from the very same people that are buddy-buddy with Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger and James Mangold and Harrison Ford, all these people. And apparently, as much applause and respect as they gave Harrison Ford, who won a Lifetime Achievement Award and all these things, it didn't go well when it came to the actual movie. The elaborate action scenes and witty one-liners delivered by Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny mostly received a muted response inside the theater. Audience members could be heard whispering out of boredom in French. This is coming from Variety. This is not from some random thing. This is from Variety. This is the definition of the mainstream media, right? And they are saying that it had a muted response and that people were kind of bored with this movie at the Cannes Film Festival. No expense was spared as Disney jetted its top executives, including Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy, to the south of France for the summer action film directed by James Mangold and starring Phoebe Waller-Bridge and, of course, Harrison Ford. But when the credits rolled, Cannes mustered a muted standing ovation for Indy's latest adventure. The applause did last for 5 minutes, but by Cannes standards, that's more of a polite formality. Regardless of how the crowd felt for the film, the biggest cheers of the night were reserved for Ford. They talk about how Harrison Ford was very emotional. He did get this big award that was, very surprising for his lifetime of work in these incredible roles that he's played. Indeed, the standing ovations for Ford were louder before the movie played. The film's elaborate action scenes and witty one-liners delivered by Waller-Bridge received a less than rapturous response inside the theater. During parts of the film, audience members could be heard whispering out of boredom in French. Now, to be fair, this may not be a movie that a lot of those critics or a lot of the people that go to the Cannes Film Festival, maybe they're not interested in an action-adventure movie like Indiana Jones, but that's sad. That's not the reports that you want. This is the same theater that gave this thunderous standing ovation, rousing applause for Tom Cruise and Top Gun Maverick just last year, I believe, maybe a year before that, whenever they brought that movie out there. So apparently they do like things like that, just not this. And this tracks right in line with everything we've seen. I mean, it's been kind of embarrassing. This track's in line with everything we've seen. Just the clips that Lucasfilm themselves have released show you how cringe this is. Watch this crap.
You think he'd be proud of this? Your father, his only daughter, selling her soul for bail money.
Sounds quite rude, you don't like that.
And it's not all bail money. Some of it's gambling debts and some...
Teddy.
Elena! No! Elena! How did you end up like this?
What do you mean? Resourceful, daring, beautiful, self-sufficient?
How did you end up like this? What do you mean? Beautiful, daring, resourceful, self-sufficient? Phoebe Waller-Bridge, that seems to be the tone of the entire thing. She's constantly talking down to him. She's constantly making reference about how incredible she is. We already know about the line that was included in the trailer, Indiana Jones, you stole it. The villain, then you stole it. Then Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character, and then I stole it. It's called capitalism. Well, you know what also is capitalism? The fact that this is one of the most expensive movies ever made, and it doesn't sound like people like it very much. It sounds like it could be a disaster. It could be a movie that, even if it does make something respectable like 600 or 700 million, could still lose money for Disney and for Lucasfilm. And the fact that they bring this thing out there to the Cannes Film Festival, and of the people that were able to watch it, they're shitting on it. This is embarrassing for Disney, embarrassing for Lucasfilm, but it's kind of what everyone expected when it came to an Indiana Jones 5 movie where Steven Spielberg stepped away, George Lucas was never involved, and Kathleen Kennedy was heavily influential. Let me know what you think of this impending disaster in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.